Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of CookieCast. Today on CookieCast, feels almost like we should have that song, about the boys being back in town. That's right, the F1 boys are back, straight to the apex. It's been a little while, a bit of a gap. Can't imagine it's affected these guys in any way, shape or form. I'm sure it's fine. It's not like they've been locked up with no Formula One to keep them occupied. It'll be fine. Honestly, it'll be fine. Before we get started, please do consider like, share, subscribe and comment. Drop reviews where you can drop reviews. Generally share the podcast around. It is a fantastic podcast. More people should hear it. That's my humble personal opinion, but it is absolutely true. Right, let's get started. Here we go. This is CookieCast. Straight to the apex.
This meeting is being recorded.
Welcome everyone. Season 2, episode 6. Tony, is it episode 6?
I think so.
He says with a mouthful. Welcome to Straight to the Apex podcast. With me, as always, Mark Wilkin hosting this week. To my left, Mr. James Stainforth.
Easy.
And underneath me on the screen, as ever, eating late, looking at videos of random things on his phone, Mr. Tony Rawson.
Hi. How
we doing?
Yo, great. Amazing. Never felt better.
Good, mate. Good.
Enjoyed the enforced break?
No.
Been weird. Been very weird.
I have seen nothing but memes with Pedro Pascal from The Last of Us. And it's always the same caption when you realise it's not race weekend again. And there's only so many Pedro Pascal memes and GIFs that you can go through in a year. Yeah.
I've used the break wisely and I've watched and caught up with Ted Lasso.
I mean,
Have you watched it?
I think I watched... No, I don't think I did. I watched the pilot episode the other week at one of my friends. And yeah, it's pretty good, actually.
It's really good.
I'm just reluctant to get Apple TV to watch the rest.
Have you not got a legal Fire Stick?
No, not yet.
He's got. If
you've got a Fire Stick, I know a man that can hook you up. Pre-programmed. Not, I won't break the law. Don't ever edit that out, Andy. Sorry, I'm not. What am I saying? I don't know anybody.
What a disgusting young man.
Does that mean that this week Andy's going to have to put some kind of disclaimer on, at the beginning of DVDs when you got that little kind of video where when piracy is a crime, you wouldn't steal from your mom, you wouldn't do this, you wouldn't kick a dog. Why would you copy a DVD?
Tony would do all them things.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, and then he'd do a rap video about it.
He would, yeah. I thought you'd have used the time off to make a rap song. No,
but I'm thinking about it. I might drop a song. I might get into, just do it. Why not? You only live once.
What?
Could you use the break to actually put some promotional recordings together for Andy? Like you keep saying.
Yeah.
Andy never reaches out, so
because he's waiting for you. He's waiting for you. He doesn't need to reach out. He's dropped the bombshell. I want Tony.
He's the boss.
Exactly. Think of it like the first date. When someone leans in for the kiss, it's not 100% lean in. Just, think of what Will Smith said in Hitch. Only lean in 80%.
Andy, just to clarify, we're not saying that you're going to, start snogging Tony. It's nothing like that at all. While we're on Andy, to Andy. Thank you to Andy and CookieCast. Probably this is our last show. So thanks again to them all. We are on all the platforms as normal. Everyone knows now. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We're on TikTok, are we, Tony?
No.
Yeah, are we on TikTok?
No,
Oh,
because I need Andy again, the boss man, to try and send me the video and stuff.
I'm just-
so,
I'm hearing excuses here.
so then I can chop it
Look,
up.
mate, you're that guy.
What guy?
The guy that always points fingers at the one who can't defend. I bet you're the one that. I bet when you fuck up at work, you blame someone who has either just left or just been fired.
No.
Yeah.
Like you go and smash some really expensive equipment or something, and then you go, "Oh yeah, Jack did it." Yeah,
No.
Jack left 2 weeks ago. Yeah, he did it.
Did it before he left.
I have.
Yeah.
Honesty is the best policy. Andy, if you need me, if you want me to do them things, get in contact with me, and I'll do it.
Just to be clear, Andy, when Tony says if you want him to do them things, we only want promotional content and TikTok stuff. I don't think Tony wants you to come onto him, and Tony's definitely not going to come onto you.
Also, honesty is the best policy. He literally lied 2 minutes before we come on air. So, I mean, pot calling the kettle, Tony.
I didn't do that.
Yes,
When did I lie?
Did. Oh, Beth, I've texted the lads to say I'm ready for the podcast. No, you hadn't.
Literally seconds.
Oh, rubbish.
Seconds.
Anyway, we digress.
It's just how my life goes. It's just getting blamed for shit. I've done shit. I was just happily eating my tea in front of the laptop, waiting for a message because it had gone past.
Yeah, happily eating your tea at 29 minutes past 8, knowing that we start recording at half past.
Anything I do is just
Jack's fault.
Fault, everything.
All I'm hearing, James, is it's other people's fault. Aren't you? All I'm hearing.
It's Jack's fault. It's Andy's fault. It's Beth.
Wow.
I can't wait till Sunday. I'm looking forward to seeing what excuses he got on Sunday. We already know you're going to be late, mate.
Oh, so we'll be on pudding time he turns up.
It doesn't matter. I could turn up at 9 o'clock in the morning. Anytime, I'd still be late.
And the evidence is there because you always blame Beth. When the girls went out the other week for dinner, Beth was early.
Yeah.
So let's not, let's calm down.
We'll see.
Take some responsibility, Tony. Take some responsibility.
We'll see.
Anyway, this week, Azerbaijan, the Baku Grand Prix, is back. I
love that pronunciation.
Yeah, I know. Struggled. It's a bit of a different weekend. So we'll go into breaking news. James, what's happened this week?
Do you want the actual breaking news or the elaborate story that I made up to upset Tony?
No, the actual news. Don't
Yeah. Let's not go with the elaborate story.
And the Grammy goes to...
Although, did you see there was a rumor that Alonso was dating Taylor Swift and he's done a video about it to a Taylor Swift song?
No.
Yeah.
No,
apparently, it broke. I saw it this morning. Apparently, it's rumored that Taylor Swift has split up with her bloke or husband or whatever. And Alonso was rumored to be dating her, and he's done like hair background in the hair song in the background, and he's just pulling like some funny faces on his deck chair.
While singing "Jerk It Off."
Why would he be singing that? I don't understand. Anyway,
well,
please gotta jerk. Maybe why he's pulling them funny faces,
Is that the song? I don't know. You know a Taylor Swift song? That worries me.
Well, mate, we all know
we
know you've got fucking posters of Tay up on your walls.
No.
If you don't like Tay, you're lying. Again, let's be honest.
I don't like it. And you all
we've all got posters of Tay somewhere.
No, you should all know why. She's
Anyway.
only for one thing, in my opinion.
Okay. So, what's happening this weekend, James?
So, I'd forgot what I was actually talking about then. They have kind of changed the format for Sprint Weekend, which was nicely shared with me by the mother-in-law, who, just to rub salt in everyone's wounds, is currently in Azerbaijan with Charlie's dad and her brothers. They've all gone to go. They've all gone to enjoy the race, and the G-Wagon is locked up safely at home. Mark, I will not be sharing the address, so you will still not be getting a ride in the thing.
Northall.
I live on Branzo, mate. I'll find out.
Get up there, Matt. Northall massive. Do a job on that. Get the lads in. Get the lads involved. Yeah. Bam, bam, bam.
But no. They have changed it. So basically what's going to happen is they've got rid of practice 2 for sprint weekend. So you've now got practice 1 on a Friday, followed by qualifying straight away, which will be the results will then have the impact on the race itself on Sunday. On Saturday, instead of FP2, you've now got what I think they're calling a sprint shootout. I'm still trying to get this right in my head. Which again, it's like qualifying, but slightly shorter sessions. So if I remember rightly, SQ1 would be 12 minutes, SQ2 is 10, and SQ3 is 8 minutes.
Wow.
There is a rule where they need to use new tyres in every section. Sorry, in every part of it. So they need to use medium tyres in SQ1 and SQ2, and they need to use soft tyres in SQ3. And my understanding, again, I could be wrong because it's only just been announced, but my understanding is the outcome from the sprint shootout will decide the pack layout for the sprint race.
Wow.
Points remain the same for the sprint race. And the penalties are a little bit here and there. I think any penalties that you get from FP1 or qualifying will only have an impact on the race itself. Anything that happens during the sprint shootout will have an impact on the sprint race. I think the only thing that can affect both is if it's a park fairman breach. I am massively winging this, but I think that's pretty much right.
It's but it's very lastminute.com, isn't it? They only had a vote today, and I didn't realise because there's 6 sprint races this season, and they've left it until the week of. I mean, they've had 4 weeks off, enforced because of China. Yet they've left it to the week of the race of the first sprint race to decide. Well, actually, we're going to do away with Q2, and we're going to, like you say, Friday we're going to have free practice and then qualifying for the Sunday's Grand Prix. Saturday they're going to have quali for the sprint race, followed by the sprint race in the afternoon, and then normal Grand Prix on Sunday. It's all a bit. We need to change it. Someone somewhere has moaned that practice was boring, so let's get rid of it. Let's see how it pans out, because it's the first street track, isn't it, that they've ever done a sprint race at. So this is going to be interesting again.
I quite like it. I think. Don't get me wrong. When it got sent to me, I was trying to read it, and I think I went that cross-eyed that they may have merged into one at some point. But then when I made more sense of it, I quite like it, especially if you're there for the week, which again pisses me about the in-laws because they're gonna have a fucking epic weekend now. Because that means you practice on Friday morning, then you'll have your qualifying, then there'll be more qualifying on Saturday. Then there'll be a sprint race, then the race itself on Sunday.
Every day means something now, doesn't it?
What was it? A couple of weeks ago, when the new director said he's looking at changing, he wants to get rid of some of the practice, and then Max Verstappen made his comment of, "Oh, all these changes coming in. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here if I keep doing it." So obviously they want to bring it in because it means it'll be more exciting over the weekend. It'll get more people coming in because not everyone watches practice and stuff like that.
I think do you think there was worried that the sprint race had become already stale because that set the grid for Sunday? So everyone, what they were hoping for was absolute carnage, and what happened was everyone was super sensible because, well, you've not got many laps, and I don't want to mess my race up for Sunday where the main points are. So this kind of does change that, I suppose. What do you think, Tony? Obviously, learning about it for the first time probably tonight.
Well, I mean, for entertainment purposes, I thought I would just come in here with a clean slate and just literally react to anything that you guys say tonight. To be honest, listening to you both, it sounds...
Is that just tonight?
Yeah. Well, no, other nights I do a bit more proofreading, maybe a few sentences. But no, this new format sounds shit. I ain't gonna lie. It's just bollocks again, isn't it? Just to keep these morons that obviously don't like racing, but do like racing because it's F1, but don't like F1, but want to be interested in it because they've got money, and this is how this is entertaining. So let's just make the racing they're not really interested in a little bit more entertaining. Where's this going to end? Like I've said it before, and you've touched on it, Mark. Lastminute.com. We're changing it. Why is it last minute?
Literally this afternoon in the drivers' meeting, it was discussed and agreed and then.
Yeah. I'm not, again, sat in my car, pulled up on my drive, a couple of messages about the podcast, and you guys just said, have you seen the news? That's the first time I heard of it. 7 o'clock.
Apparently,
so it's ridiculous.
All the teams have agreed on it, which is quite rare in Formula One. Everyone will know, but all the teams are on board.
Is there something that we don't know? Is it like a bargaining chip? By the way, these are the changes we want to make, and they've gone back and said, well, that's fine, but we want this.
What, an extra 10 million?
Well, extra engine units, extra parts, time to change things, because I know, like you said, it's a bit strange, isn't it?
I did read something in there that there was some kind of discussion around power units and stuff like that, but I haven't seen anything behind it yet.
It's more stress on the engines. So, I mean, what they allowed now, is it 2 or 3 power units a season? You put in a lot more stress on an engine where there's, it's a cost cap era.
Yeah.
They're trying to make it entertaining, aren't they?
Yeah,
Friday night, something happens. Saturday night, Saturday happens. Sunday, the big finish. Like, again, call me a purist. I don't know. Practice is practice. But then again, get used to everything. You go through plans, go through modes. But then again, look at technology. There's people are sat in simulators now. I saw Lewis Hamilton was on Instagram. He'd put a little snap of him in a simulator, and he was on Baku. So have times changed? Do we? Maybe we don't need that many practices.
I kind of agree. I kind of agree about it's all entertainment, it's all money and stuff like that. We've all said it a couple of times in the past. But
Hello.
My phone just made a noise I've never heard before.
It wasn't the emergency alert, was it?
I was going to say it's another emergency alarm or something. Yeah.
It's Tinder.
Shh.
Grinder.
I have absolutely no idea. Anyway, back to what I was discussing.
Commercially,
yeah, I kind of saw it and thought, yeah, it's about the money and stuff like that. And then Max said that he might give it all up if they keep making these changes and blah 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 blah. Horner's corner and all that shite again. But then I saw, sorry, Tony. Then I saw George Russell's comments on it.
No. Go on. I know exactly.
He turned around and he went, you know what? I don't see the issue with getting rid of one of the practice sessions. He said, after all, in F2 and he said in F2 and F3, you only get 2 practice sessions. So why should we get 3 when we're meant to be the pinnacle drivers?
Yeah.
And I actually agree with him.
I mean, already Tony's gone off the idea totally.
Well, come on, Matt. Let's face it. I mean, he claims he's an Alonso and bloody Aston Martin fan. He's clearly wearing a McLaren hoodie.
He is, clearly.
And a Mercedes hat. There's so much conflict in that.
Oh, there is. He's a confused man.
How fucking dare you?
Beth told me that he was listening to Vanilla Ice as well earlier.
Wasn't doing that at all. But again, I can't comment, can I? Because I'm
Village
a
people.
serial liar.
We are.
We
Absolutely.
We all
Anyway,
know he's always got the front row center seat
in
at
my
a Barry
opinion-
Manilow concert.
in my opinion, it's shite. Why we?
Let's. I mean, the test is this weekend. I mean, is it going to be a one and done? Like, if it don't work this weekend, if it's absolutely shocking, are they going to change it again for the other 5 sprint races? Probably.
Potential.
Yeah, probably.
But let's face it, up until the last sprint race, they were boring. We got excited with the first one, thinking, "Oh, this will be fun," and it really wasn't. And it was only the last sprint race. So what was that? We had 2 the first time, 3 last year. So was it 3 last year? I can't remember. So it was either the 5th or the 6th ever sprint race we ever had, and it's the first one where I was like, "Wow, that was good."
Yeah.
Well, just
So,
gives
let's
George Russell
see what
more
happens.
opportunity, doesn't it, to understeer into cars.
Here we go. So speaking of Tony's rap career earlier, Charles Leclerc has released his first music single.
Oh shit! Really?
It's an instrumental track. And
Is it called "I'm So Stupid"?
Instrumental track.
Apparently, it's about the Australian Grand Prix, but he plays the piano in it. I've not listened to it yet myself, but yeah, I found that out yesterday. Charles Leclerc is now a musician like our own Tony Rawson. But at least he went ahead and did it and not just talked about it. 10-1 at Silverstone has been modified after Zhou Guanyu's crash last year, where his car bedded in the gravel and went over the barrier. They've got rid of the gravel and replaced it with asphalt.
Oh, replaced it with concrete barriers.
Yeah, so just stopped. Massive wall.
With 6-foot spikes coming out of it.
Damn. Wouldn't put it past these Americans, though.
Hey,
Anyway.
anything for entertainment. Anything for entertainment.
Anything. They should put like a portal there, shouldn't they? Do you know what I mean? Like one of those portals.
Exactly.
Who's you out in corner 5?
There's no practice, and you've got to do it blindfolded.
Yeah, backwards.
There's a ramp just to the left. There's a ramp just to the left, and you go over the spectators. And if it pulls off, you get an extra 5. So you get past that 5 seconds. But
Like
if it
Tony
doesn't, bye.
Like Tony said, it's definitely turned into Mario Kart and Rainbow Road.
Yeah, but don't worry. That fucking the toad brings you back with its fishing hook and just drops you back on the chair.
It's like, oh, you clipped some innocent bystander who took half the red. That's a drive-through penalty, that one.
No, not 100 points. The Mercedes, there's a rumoured picture going around that they will have side pods this weekend.
I've seen that. Just a little post saying new side pods. I was like, ooh.
Interesting. So they have made changes. James Allison has gone back to being technical director, which is a big plus. Obviously, they were very, very successful with him in charge, and he swapped his role and went part-time at the factory, but he's coming back to the track, full-time technical director after 20 months, and he's swapping with Mike Elliott, who has helped design this car, because I think Mike Elliott has said he's out of his depth. It doesn't.
No shit.
A job for him, so I think we all know that. But yeah, very interesting if Merck have turned it around that quickly to come with a car that's got side pods.
Interesting. Seems like they've come down to the Aston Martin way of thinking.
Well, why wouldn't you? Because they did well for a race or 2.
3.
Let's see. Let's see how they do. The last thing I've got is Mr. Horner again, moaning about apparently a rival team was contacting Red Bull sponsors last year to suggest their partnership was bringing the brand into disrepute over the cheating claims. He said on some podcast or radio interview he believed that teams were trying to steal sponsors, and then actually clarified and backtracked and said, oh no, they're just telling our sponsors we cheated. I think they already knew that.
I was going to say, I'm pretty certain Sky News, Sky Sports News, F1, ESPN, God knows what else, and his next door neighbour has all made everyone aware that he was cheating.
Yeah, I mean, there was only cheating by a little bit though, weren't they? So I mean,
well, yeah, it was just sandwiches. Remember, it was just canteen. Yeah. That's it.
2.2 million worth of sandwiches. But
Yeah, but they're good fucking sandwiches.
Good fucking sandwiches.
That price. Yeah.
It
Jesus.
was all made out of grass-fed vegan Wagyu.
Wow,
Yeah.
amazing.
Have you guys got anything else?
Come on, Tony. You must have something.
I
You
know
had
that.
4 weeks. You wanted this podcast, and you've got nothing.
I've got nothing. I did. I was going to ask a few questions, but you may have alluded to them already.
Go on, ask away. Unless James has got something. But
No,
ask
not
away.
really.
Ask away.
Do you think Mercedes, with the gap that they've had and the momentum that they've kind of built, do you think they're going to have a good race this weekend?
No.
Wow.
Um,
What a dick.
only because it's the longest straight and that car is slow. But Merck have shocked us, haven't they, in the past? So
Yes.
Well, all I'm not going to say much about predictions at the moment or anything else like that, but Charlie did a lot of fucking research tonight doing this quiz thing, and also behind the predictions, and she has got a lot of justification behind her predictions.
right.
So all I'm going to say is that at Azerbaijan, there are only ever been 2 constructors that have done well, and that is
Well.
Mercedes and Red Bull.
Interesting.
Well, when your mum and dad are going there, I bet they're giving her all the inside secrets.
What's your second question?
Second question is, I've been pondering this for a long time.
Ooh.
They must have had.
If you went to a restaurant and you could only have pizza or a burger, what would you pick?
Pizza. Why is that even a question?
Oh, I mean, can it be any pizza? Is it a calzone? Can it be any burger?
Pizza, but then any
No,
burger.
Mark, don't complicate it.
Oh,
You said
burger.
pizza or burger. You don't have many choices with burger. With a
Pizza.
pizza, you've got a shit ton of
Pizza.
fucking choice.
pizza.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Why?
You?
Oh, God, you're burger, aren't you?
Don't know.
That was
Yeah.
close. It's a close
Oh,
call.
shit, mate. Come on, you've been pondering this for ages and you haven't even fucking come to a conclusion for yourself.
Well, I mean, the burger could be like quite a thick, wide burger. And it could be filled with a lot of stuff. Cheese.
I mean, you've pondered this for a long
So
time.
hang on. Your argument here is, yeah, but with the burger, you could have bread, and cheese, and tomato, and meat, and onion. But with a pizza, you could have bread, and cheese, and tomato, and meat, and mate.
I'm struggling to take you serious, James, because all I can hear in the background is Mandalorian walking around.
Yeah, and you know why? Because he's fucking judging you.
Yeah, yeah.
Baby Grogu, if he was here, Baby Grogu right now, he would go full on fucking force choking you.
I mean,
With his little cute little green little things, just going like that, and that's it.
What bring things? Interesting.
so that's a question you've pondered for a long time, yet
It
you
is.
haven't got a definitive answer.
Yeah, that mate.
I said burger. I said burger because I think
Okay.
the bread of the pizza is too much. Too much.
Okay, right. Hey, moving on. Next question.
Next
If you
question.
could only have McDonald's or KFC.
That's not even a question.
That's a big question.
No, that's not even a question.
That's
Next,
a big
McDonald's.
I
Formula One
think
related.
McDonald's, you're going to get a lot of good stuff.
KFC is garbage.
I hope the Colonel fucks you up. I hope it comes out.
I like
And it
both.
is.
I love KFC. I love McDonald's. But with McDonald's, you've got the choice of still having your cheeseburgers, but you can still have your chicken. Whereas with KFC, you've got chicken.
Good
They
all
are
around.
the takeaways.
I also love the fact that Tony was pondering his last question for weeks and didn't have a fucking answer. But me just taking the piss out of him by saying KFC or McDonald's within a second is there. just
KFC, in my opinion, is overpriced. And when it comes to chicken, there's no better. But it's just it's not great.
That's better.
There are other Southern Fried Chicken takeaways and fast food outlets available, ladies and gentlemen.
And they're all fucking better than KFC.
Straight to the Apex is not sponsored or endorsed by KFC or McDonald's.
And never will be sponsored by KFC while I'm on this podcast.
Thanks, Tony. We could have got some really good money there. Fucked it up for us.
Vegan chicken burgers.
Anything else, Tony? F1 related question pondering wise.
F1.
I mean, it's not a food podcast. It's not a takeaway podcast.
But people need to know more about us, I feel, sometimes.
I think they know too much about you. They knew you shit yourself. That's too much information.
That was way back. Way back. There's plenty of time.
Mate, don't give me that shit up. It's all in the past.
Yeah. Don't give me that shit. It's why you're making fucking puns about it. You're a son of a bitch. You are such a son of a... I swear, if I come to your house, I can't wait to take a shit in your toilet, because I swear to God.
At least you make
it. It might not... It might not end up in the toilet. It might...
Well, exactly. Yeah. You're not sitting next to me on Sunday.
Happens when there is 4 weeks where there is no F1 and we suddenly get back together.
When I leave on Sunday, you just know. You need to get around.
You're not sitting next to me. You are not sitting next to me on Sunday, because if I smell anything, it won't be John that I think it is. It'll be you. So, no. Even John. And how old's John?
4 and a bit.
Even he can control his bowel movement better than Tony Rawson.
Well, when you eat so many burgers and McDonald's.
Well, and KFC. So, come on. One more quick question before the break. Anything F1? What have you been pondering? You had 4 weeks.
F1. No, I don't think there's any more questions really.
No.
I've enjoyed the break a little bit, but then at the same time, I feel like I'm ready. I'm ready now for it to start.
I feel like all the F1 stuff that was building up in your head, you was reading the book, you was getting into the podcast, it's all been pushed out because of that 4-week break. You've reset. You've gone back to done.
That's quite true as well. That could be quite true.
Right.
It was like this, and then I've kind of gone. The 4-week break's kind of done.
You've done a Grosjean. You've crashed and burned. That was bad. Sorry.
Yeah, you've done a Grosjean and you crashed and burned in a fucking safety car lap, which he did in Azerbaijan. Remember?
Or someone hit me, or he screamed, "Someone hit me!" and there was no one near him. We all remember that, Roman. All remember that.
Someone hit me. You're on the track.
I mean, even his engineer was embarrassed. Even he went, how do I say this? No, they didn't. So, right, on that note, second half, we've got predictions. We've got a little quiz. We haven't had a quiz for a while. And we might even talk about more takeaways, but who knows? So, right, see you on the other side.
Come here.
Hey, you. Yeah, you that's listening right now. Thanks very much for tuning into this episode of Straight to the Apex, the Formula 1 podcast from CookieCast. If you're enjoying this episode, why not like, share and subscribe? Whilst you're there, feel free to check out some of the other podcasts that CookieCast has to offer. If you like football, we've got a football podcast. NFL more your thing? Then the Laces Out podcast is for you. Maybe even a little bit of the wrestling? Just look for the Getting Over podcast on CookieCast. Maybe you want to listen to Andy's Darkest Timeline. It's there too. So, the F1 boys have probably got themselves a drink. It's time to get back to the action.
This meeting is being recorded.
Hello. Welcome back to... excuse me? What do you think you're doing?
Nothing. I'm just saying hello.
I'm the host this week, Tony Rawson.
Sorry. Apologies.
Yeah, apologies. Welcome back to part 2 of episode 6, season 2 of Straight to the Apex podcast. I'm still joined by Mr. Jim Stainforth and Mr. Tony Rawson, who's holding a candle holder up for some strange reason.
Fucking weirdo.
Okay, love and laugh. So just before we come on air, we're trying to get Tony to make an actual decision. So, Tony, do you want to go straight into predictions, or would you like to do the mini quiz?
I think we should do the mini quiz.
Excellent. You made a decision. James, let's go.
I'd just like to say, Beth, thank you for helping Tony with that. It's much appreciated. Otherwise, we'd have probably been here for another 25 minutes.
Talking about KFC.
Yeah, not too fond of it, to be honest.
We know.
See what you've done now? Now we're going to go into Taco Bell and Dunkin' Donuts.
Burger King. Now
Taco Bell.
Let's fuck up any listeners that don't live in Hull. Dope Burger.
I've never had it.
What?
Oh, mate, really?
Never had it.
Just when I thought you couldn't be more of a twat.
I'm an astute taste. That's all I can say.
Well, then you should have a dope burger.
Never had it. Never.
For someone that picked burger over pizza, you've not had dope burger. You are a walking fucking idiot. You clean.
Maybe I need to try it. Maybe a match made in heaven.
There's no maybe. There only is. You do.
Yeah.
This will all be remedied very soon. I actually thought you had one of the old school Nescafe cups then, Mark. I'm not going to lie. Yeah.
What? Are you making dope burger on Sundays? Is this why it'll be remedied?
Do you really think I can make dope burger?
Mate, you can make anything.
You can't do dope burger.
You can do anything if you put your mind
You
to it.
can do it!
You can do it.
Other Adam Sandler characters available, folks. Right. So, yeah. We've been saying for... can't even say for years, it's only the second season of the bloody podcast. We've been saying for a long time that Charlie is the actual guru when it comes to F1, when it comes to the three of us, because let's face it, the three of us that are on this every other week, we don't know shit. And the one person that does know everything ain't on it. I just happen to be married to them.
Yep. And you still lose at quizzes.
She's amazing, by the way. She has such a great knowledge of F1.
Crawl out.
Yeah, it's fucking scary. There was one night after we'd finished recording, I went upstairs and she told me everyone who'd won the championship over the last 20 years.
Wow, she's smart.
I mean, it does beg the question.
Why
don't you do this podcast?
Wow.
Because she ain't got the goods. When we look as good as this, why do you need a guru?
I mean, you're brave. You live with her and you've said them words.
Yeah, but she doesn't listen to this. It's fine.
Oh, that's all. We're fine then. No problem.
No wives listen to this.
Thanks, Tony.
Said no one ever.
So now we know there's only 4 listeners, and that's us 3 and Andy.
Yeah.
And let's face it, Andy probably only listens because he's got to edit it.
Exactly. And to see what we said this week.
Yeah. If only everybody else could listen to the other 90% of these recordings that don't go out. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, we've been saying, if Charlie did a quiz or something, it'd absolutely destroy Mark because me and Tony have got it in for him. And then I said the other week, if we're going to do one kind of mid-season in the break, let's maybe get Charlie to do a quiz. Charlie was really up for it, but me being me, I only asked Charlie to do it when I got home from work today. So she wasn't really prepared. She got really excited halfway through though, and she is going to do a proper quiz for us. So when we come to the summer break, there's going to be like an ultimate quiz. She's going to come on, she'll do another questions, and it'll be us 3 against each other. And let's face it, we're all going to lose. Because I've already seen the question that Charlie's put together.
1 or 2 out of 20.
I'd love to take her on.
Yeah.
It was at this moment he knew he fucked up.
Easy. I mean, I need a challenge. So, Charlie, it's on. Bring it.
Wow.
So she's evil.
Okay.
Is it recent? Are the questions from recent performances?
You've got the history of F1 book. You should be fine.
Yeah.
Are they multiple choice?
Most of them are, yeah.
Thank you.
Good,
Thank
let's
you.
roll.
Right, so
Lights out and away we go. Crofty.
question one.
Wow. Wow.
Is how many Azerbaijan races have been held in Azerbaijan? Is it A, 9, B, 6, or C, 5?
Tony, as the reigning idiot, you can go first.
No, bullshit. James, you decide who goes first.
So I've already cocked up
Oh.
because normally we do fastest finger, don't we? It's been a while since we've done a quiz.
Yeah, but
So
you
for this
choose.
one I'll choose, but for the rest of them it'll be fastest finger.
Okay.
Cool.
So I'm gonna go Mark.
I knew that was coming.
Well done, sis.
I'm
Well
going to
done.
go my
I love you.
cut as soon as you
I
said
love you.
it. 6.
Ooh, I would have gone 5.
Fuck. How do I want to play this?
We're both wrong.
Tony's right.
I mean, technically, you're both right.
Okay.
This. I'll be honest, right? This quiz has got off to a very rocky start. So
No.
I thought
This
it was
is
picking up.
to show you just how scary she really can be. So, at first, you put it down as 5 because there have been 5 Azerbaijan races,
Thank you. So I'm correct.
but there has actually been 6
In the country of Azerbaijan.
because the first race was known as the European Grand Prix. So
Mike,
there have been 6 races in Azerbaijan.
if this was a mic, there we go.
Clever.
And Mark will now be going to Specsavers tomorrow to buy new spec
Yeah,
glasses.
damn it. Thank you.
Clever.
So yeah, 1-0 to Mark.
Clever.
Right, this one's lengthy.
Oh,
That's what he said.
hey.
Fastest
I didn't know
finger,
about
right?
that.
So in the 2017 race, there were sorry, I'm struggling to read Charlie's handwriting here. Right, there we go. In the 2017 race, there was a controversial incident between Lewis Hamilton and Seb Vettel behind a safety car. During the restart lap, Lewis was in the lead and he either slowed down or broke test. Vettel went into the back of Lewis. Vettel then pulled alongside Lewis's car and deliberately tapped Lewis's car from the side. What was Seb Vettel's penalty? So you've got A, a drive-through penalty, B, a 10-second stop-and-go penalty, or C, full race disqualification.
Mark,
Go for it.
it was a drive-through penalty.
Tony?
I would have said B, 10 seconds.
It was B.
I nearly went for that. I remember it not being as bad as what he did. But right, well done. Right. Well done.
When Charlie asked me, I was sitting there going, it won't have been disqualification because I remember that.
Yeah.
It's F1.
A drive-through penalty is just wank, really. It's just like just drive through the pit lane and come back out. So yeah, I went with 10-second penalty. I got it right.
Give him a massive penalty. 10 seconds.
1-1. Well done.
1-1. So in 2016, which driver set an unofficial highest ever speed for a Formula One car of 378 kilometers per hour?
Tony. Valtteri Bottas.
Okay, so it is Valtteri Bottas. I am also going to offer out a bonus point if you can tell me which team
Mark
he was driving for.
Williams.
Go for it.
Williams.
Oh, it's 2-2 still.
That's bullshit. How can you give a bonus point? Oh, Tony,
We always give bonus points.
Tony, you got the question right. But by the way, let's just do just a little side question here. Oh, man.
Well, I'm not being funny. You didn't even give me a fucking chance to read out the options you had.
Because I was so confident that I knew that. And so I actually opted out there to go Valtteri Bottas. So
Tony,
really, I should get 2 points for that.
Straight to
Because
the
I fucking nailed that question.
it's straight to the apex, not fucking university challenge.
This quiz is bullshit. Bullshit this quiz.
Fucking burgers over pizza.
Right now. I'll tell you what, bullshit the quiz. It's over. It's over. I'm done.
Right.
Done.
You know what? It's no longer level.
Not doing it anymore.
Tony has had 1 point deducted.
Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You get a question right, but it doesn't matter. We'll just give another quick question to the other contestant. Oh, well done. You got it right. Oh, fine.
Would you like to complain? I will go get the wife.
What colour's the sun? Yellow. Oh, and what shape is it? Round.
Well,
fucking quality.
Someone's head.
It's more red.
Yeah.
Is it? Is it? Or is it orange?
Right, come on. 2-2. Shut up, Tony.
Such a dick.
Bullshit quiz. I'm sorry, Charlie. Your husband just bullshitted this quiz.
Hang on. This coming from the guy who fucking put a question in of.
No, you're a shit host. Don't fucking come at me.
How many lengths would you have to swim in the Red Bull pool?
You're listening to Straight to the Apex, where
you wrecked the quiz. You wrecked the quiz.
I wrecked the quiz.
Yes,
I fucking
Charlie, bring him in. Pull him in now. Pull him in now, Charlie. Pull him in.
Mate, you know what? I can't wait till Sunday now when you're here. Whatever I'm going to cook on your portion, I'm just going to spit all over it. Everyone else is going to get creamed cabbage. There'll be some kind of cream in your cabbage, mate.
It's McDonald's around the corner.
You fucking knob.
Wow.
I still remember the day when when you went up to my 4-year-old and went to go give him a fist bump and he just turned his head and left you hanging.
John knows.
He wasn't even 1 at the time.
Yeah, John knows. Look, it's 2-2. That was really fair. You had the opportunity. All you had to do is go, Tony. And you could have gone 4.
Exactly.
3-1 up. You could have gone 3-1 up.
Bullshit.
You did. Carry on.
Tony, you're the fastest, but we're going to give Mark an extra lap. Oh, Mark's gone quicker. Yeah, Mark.
Well, I never turned around and said, Mark, would you like to have a stab at this? I said there is a bonus point and read out the question. And you just wasn't quick enough.
Not listening.
Go on, carry on with this quiz.
Yeah, 2-2.
Rubbish. Carry on.
Such a crybaby.
Oh, no.
So, Azerbaijan is the fastest street circuit on the calendar. How many street circuits are on the 2023 F1 calendar?
12.
Oh, sorry, was that you shouting, Tony?
Tony, 12.
Yeah, you're still wrong.
Tony.
Shit quiz.
13.
Street circuits?
Yeah.
Are we classing Miami as a street circuit?
I don't know.
I'm going to say
I didn't write the quiz.
5.
You are both wrong. It is 7.
Ooh.
So now you can ask the host whether a circuit is a street circuit or not. Just
I'm just trying to count. So Baku, Monaco.
But I want a question: how many street circuits? If you want to class Miami as a street circuit, you add it to what you think.
There you go, bitch.
We had, and because of your crybabiness, we didn't even get the option.
This is a joke.
You kicked off. Well done, Tony. You're ruining it for everybody. So it's still
you can take it up with Charlie on Sunday.
Yeah,
Charlie,
let's see how brave you are then.
The instructions that you've given to your host is just completely.
He'll be sat there, quiet as a mouse.
Hang on.
The first question was a
blah 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 blah. It's all from fucking Charlie. Within a heartbeat, it's like.
The third question was
Charlie,
bonus point.
Are you more scared of Charlie than me, Tony? Is that what it is?
Of course.
Oh.
Right, go on. 2-2.
Close to his fucking bedtime.
I can't wait to listen back to this. Okay, right. So in 2021, Max Verstappen retired with 5 laps remaining after he had a tyre blowout from overtaking Charles Leclerc, which means for the last 5 laps it was a mad dash. What was one of the next things that happened?
Tony.
Go for it.
Lewis Hamilton went wide on a corner.
Yeah, that was it. 1 point to Tony.
He's
Yep.
yeah. That was
He did that little thing on the radio.
Steering wheel.
Yeah, did that little thing on the radio saying, "Look, we just need to keep it simple, guys. Just keep it nice drive. We can do this. Blah 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 blah." Forgot to change a setting.
Well played. 3-2.
Okay. What is the new tyre requirements for the sprint shootout this weekend?
Mark.
Tony.
Mark got there first.
Thank you.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Did you just genuinely look to Beth to see if she'd get your back?
Wow. I mean, I've heard a cheat.
Hi, Beth.
Beth, who spoke first then? Who spoke first?
Me.
Go on. I don't care about this quiz anyway.
They've got to use different tyre compounds in every Q session.
Yeah, but what are the compounds?
Soft.
No. You have to use a new compound, a new tyre, brand new tyre every qualifying. You have to use a brand new tyre.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, fair. Hey, I'm not going to kick off. You got it right.
Are you going to divulge any further, Tony?
No.
So you're both right because you both said they need to use new tyres, new compounds. Hang on. What I was looking for was medium tyres for SQ1, medium tyres for SQ2, soft tyres for SQ3.
So neither of us get a point. That's fine.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Carry on.
So what's the scores? 3-2?
3-2 still, yeah. So the whinge bag.
Fuck, I've got a feeling I'm going to need a bloody tiebreaker here, aren't
I have a tiebreaker.
Well, how can you have a tiebreaker?
How can you have a tiebreaker?
James can play on my behalf.
Right, carry on. I mean, we've got predictions to get.
You know what? I really hope this goes for a fucking tiebreaker because don't worry, Mark. I'll sabotage it for you.
0.
Tony asked a question. I just go, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, mate. Mark won.
Don't know, yeah.
Right. So the 2021 tyre blowouts fiasco involved 2 separate drivers in that race. Verstappen was one of them. Who was the other?
Mark, was it Leclerc?
Oh, Mark. It wasn't Leclerc.
No.
Tony, would you like to try and have a stab?
Was it Sainz?
It wasn't Sainz. It was Lance Stroll.
Bastard. My bro. Fuck.
So, no need for a tiebreaker or anything there, folks. Are you really celebrating?
Wow.
Justice was fucking served there. Justice.
Oh, bullshit.
Like the best burger you've ever had. Justice. That's what the fucking insides of that burger. That's what was in it. Justice.
All I can do to people, that, if there is anyone out there that still listens, all I can do is apologise because Tony seems to have, in the 4 weeks, just become an awful human being and an absolute knob. So all I can do is apologise on Man and James's behalf. Like, look at him. Right, mate, down on it, because look what happens when you fucking show off and down on it and act like a prick. It all comes crashing down on top of you. So you carry on, pal. So, right, predictions. Tony's going to go first. What's your predictions, Tony?
Host goes first. But people
all right, okay. Host goes first, and then you're going. So,
I hate to say it, but he is right.
that is the role. So I have gone for Max to win, Perez second, and Hamilton third.
Yes, boy, get in. And
Tony.
that's you slag. You just said Mercedes wouldn't improve, and
Was it? Well, was it a curveball?
Oh, he hasn't said the win, did he?
Yeah, exactly.
some of this guy, I swear.
Tony, what's your prediction? See, I'll just recap the scores. So Tony is on 10.
Who's winning that?
Dick.
The Dick is winning on 10.
Oh,
James is currently second. I'm third with 7. James got 8. Then we've got Charlie on 6, Katie on 4, and Beth on 3. So go on, Tony, to keep your lead. You're probably going to copy me and go for Max, Perez, and Hamilton.
I'm gonna go Max.
Yep.
Perez.
Fuck's sake.
And you know what? I'm so far in the lead. I'm gonna just hit one with for entertainment, just pure
Roman
entertainment.
Grosjean.
Daniel Ricciardo.
Kubica.
Go on.
Russell.
I mean, that's not as left field as you've said. And considering you hate the guy, wow. But also, you know, you're so much in the lead. You're 2 points in the lead, so you clearly can't count. James.
So, first of all, Tony, you fucking Judas. I've gone Alonso for the win.
Whoa. Wow. Wow.
Oh my God.
Okay. Mate, he's already jumped off the bandwagon, hasn't he? For 3 weeks, he's been Aston
Sat
Martin.
there wearing a Mercedes hat and what looks like a McLaren hoodie.
It just sums him up. Absolute knob.
Glory-seeking bastard.
Yeah.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Alonso, I like it.
They're good,
What?
but they're not. They're good, but
You
they're
mean
not.
sensibility?
They're good, but they're not.
Yeah.
that good.
Alonso for the win. Max to come second. Hamilton third.
Ooh. I like
Now,
that.
I'm going to be cheeky and I'm going to throw Charlie's predictions in now as well, which will
Can I? No, I want to save Charlie's because you said you've got an explanation. She's got an explanation. So
Okay.
Last, I want Charlie's last. So
okay.
I'm going to go. Katie's next. So she's gone
Do
for
it.
Lewis to win.
I always like Katie.
Alonso second. And
Hey, Tony.
well, he's going to like this even more because she's gone for Lance Stroll third.
Oh.
Wow. I like it, but
Well, you
I've been
do
there
because you've
before.
not picked him. So
I've been there.
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
You've got
Oh,
fucking-
Aston Martin this, Aston Martin that. Oh, I know the car spec, blah, 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 blah.
I picked
Not put a
Stroll.
single one of them in for the fucking top
and
three.
he's gone for the person he hates. I don't get
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Beth.
Brilliant.
So what's Beth's? What's Beth's?
Beth's is. Would you like to change yours? Beth's gone Max to win. Lewis second. Perez third. Steady. Strong pick.
Right. Charlie's. So give me Charlie's predictions and then the explanation.
And then we can butcher it.
Wow. You're,
Wow, you, mate.
you're dead.
I mean, I'm being brave, making the comments I make, and then going up to bed to go and see my beloved. But you're making these comments and then hoping to come here on Sunday and see you.
Sorry. I'll take that back. We can question.
No, it's too late now. Too late now. So
I mean, she can make you disappear.
and you live
I sleep with one eye open, just so you know that.
Say no more. Say no more. Say no more.
you are in the
So-
middle of a war. You've got Beth on one side and Charlie on the other, and you're upsetting both. I mean, well done.
Mate, you are so fucked.
I'd say it was nice knowing you, mate.
Right now, mate, you should be like George Russell, just kind of sat there like that, just kind of holding them both away from you. So, Charlie highlighted a few things.
Okay.
And at first, I thought she'd just gone absolutely stupid. I think my first thought was, I need to think fast because she's clearly having a stroke. Because she said that George Russell is going to win.
Well, right, okay. Wow.
So, things that Charlie mentioned is it's going to be spicy because no one has ever won in Azerbaijan twice.
Okay.
Teammates have a nasty habit of taking each other out.
They do indeed, yeah.
Red Bull and Mercedes are the two most successful constructors at Azerbaijan. What was the other one she said? Oh yeah, Tony's a dick.
I knew I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
So
I've always said Charlie knows his stuff. Always.
I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming.
So Charlie has gone with Russell for the win.
Wow.
Alonso second.
Wow.
And Sainz third.
Wow.
Charlie actually thinks that the Red Bull will take each other out.
Oh, that's spicy. Oh.
Yeah. I really like it. I really do like it. And I look at it, I'm like, I want them. I want that prediction.
Do you know what? That's the first week we've really got some different predictions.
True.
I don't think we've got anybody, even the serial copier hasn't copied anyone this week.
Well, I mean, Mark, we could say the first week was very different when Tony here, the legend, went different and got slated, but actually got 7 points.
Oh, because you had like Alonso and stuff like that in there, and yet you don't put him in fucking this week. Judas.
That just sums him up. I mean, again,
Where's the loyalty?
Again, as a Liverpool fan, I would expect you to know that a season's quite long. Don't peak too soon. Like, you win a game. Woo! There's 37 to go. Calm down.
Yeah. Look at Muhammad Ali. He was getting battered by George Foreman. And then all of a sudden in the 9th round, I think it was, he just turned around, took one swing and took him out.
Yeah. I just love
bitch.
I love the cockiness. We're on week, race 4, race 5? And Mr. Bighead thinks he's got a 100-point lead.
I just think the Aston Martin.
You're a dick. No, sorry.
And I just don't think they can continue at the spectacularness they are.
What? 2 weeks ago, literally,
and
on the bandwagon, saying Alonso
like 3 races.
Make a catching. And again, I'm sorry, Charlie, but you've got a Ferrari in the top 3. I don't. How can you see that? That's definitely a left wing, full on out there.
Do you like your legs and your face? Because you're really going the right way to lose all of them. I mean, look, Tony.
I mean,
you know what? I would fucking love it if when you wake up in the morning, when Beth gets out of bed,
no legs.
Beth gets up, gets herself showered, dressed, and all that other stuff, and then just before she goes, she gives you a kiss to say goodbye, I love you, see you later, have a good day, and all that stuff. But then just like quickly pats you on the arm and goes, "Ooh, don't forget you got a checkup with Charlie today."
I mean, I've never seen anyone jump on a bandwagon and jump off as quickly as that.
Mate, he's a fucking Liverpool fan.
Well, yeah. So you think that Aston Martin season's peaked already?
No. I don't think it's peaked. I just think we've had that, like a Tony Rawson in the. We've kind of come up quite surprising, and now we've just got a little regression, just a little bit of a regression. And
where?
I just feel like the Mercs are
where was the regression?
Now this is
I really feel
right now
we need to dig out now recordings this year because this isn't the same person.
4th, 5th, like a 4th, 5th, or 6th, and then suddenly Couple of races time, Alonso gets second. Okay, then. Here's a question.
No. 1 minute. Here's a question
think...
for you. What happened to this guy?
Lights are on. It's lights out. Away we go. Hamilton gets going wrong. Verstappen comes over.
Fernando's winning.
That was the last race. The amount of passion and heartbreak. That was the last race. And from that, you've now just gone, yeah, well, Aston Martin is shit.
Sick.
This 4 weeks has really broken you. I'm in shock. Like, from someone...
I'm telling you, this is when he goes like this, rips off his face mask, and it's Adam.
You bought an Aston Martin.
Oh, you motherfuckers.
You bought an Aston Martin cap.
I just think the gravy train, the gravy train needs to slow down.
But you bought an Aston Martin cap on the back of this is the season. What's changed?
I just think others are coming back, except for Ferrari.
This makes sense. That's why I'm wearing a McLaren hoodie. It's changing. He's gone from green to orange.
No.
Going from green to orange.
He's got everything on there, barring like Aston Martin colours, just so that whoever wins the constructors at the end is like, yeah, well, I had that hoodie on in episode 6.
Did you watch? I mean, Tony probably won't because he's apparently cool. Britain's Got Talent at the weekend with that guy that kept taking high vises off. So that's Tony with team F1 team shirts. It's literally music plays and it's just going to keep taking shirts off. Next week it'll be an Alpine.
Now I'm Alpine.
Yep, exactly.
Reynolds.
Sauber.
Howdy. No.
I mean, wow. I'm speechless. I'm absolutely. Do you know what? I'm absolutely speechless.
Can I ask my question now?
Yeah.
Oh God.
The remaining races. Do you think we will have an Aston Martin GP winner?
Well, for the sake of my predictions, I fucking hope so. Yes.
Yeah, I think we will. I think we will. I don't think on outright pace. No. I think something will have to happen.
Something will have to happen.
It'll be some kind of like monumental cock up.
It'll be like Ricciardo winning at Monza in the McLaren, or what's he called? Ocon's teammate when he won. Gasly. When Gasly won, like something will have to happen. They won't win.
Yeah.
Without pace.
I am going to do a Tony's bold prediction here.
Ooh.
Because it's going to be like what you said. Something monumental is going to fuck up. And it's going to be that kind of, I'm there. I've just got to hold it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to happen at Monaco.
Ooh. Now, Alonso.
I'm going to go out there and say that Aston Martin will win the race at Monaco.
Alonso or Stroll or either. Aston Martin.
At the moment, I'm going either.
Right, okay.
I'm going to have to remember that so that when it comes to my prediction for Monaco, I make sure I put a fucking Aston Martin.
Yeah, that's.
But it's going to be that kind of Daniel Ricciardo kind of thing of, when he limped over the line at Monaco kind of, it's going to be something like that. I reckon Mercedes and Red Bull will do some kind of stupid strategical shit show. Alonso just ends up in P1 and all he's got to do is defend. And let's face it, Alonso can make his car 3 times wider than anybody else and you can't overtake at Monaco anyway. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Putting that out there.
I think on
It's on
that.
Spotify now.
I think on that bombshell, which has been, I mean, this has been a podcast full of bombshells. Tony has turned 180 degrees and gone in the opposite direction to his Aston Martin winning everything predictions.
Alonso will win in Spain.
No, hang on, no. Don't take my fucking bombshell away, mate.
Wow.
You'll win one.
You've just said that Aston Martin had gone, and now they're going to win one.
They've peaked, they're not going to do anything else, blah, 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 blah.
They're catching up.
Have you got a split personalities?
I'm a Gemini. What can I say?
Is Tony Rawson the one that's an absolute complete bonkers nitwit, and Anthony Rawson has got a bit of logic?
Yeah.
All I'm going to say is there was a really good fucking bombshell there.
I know.
It was a really good close. And then Tony just goes, oh, hang on, I haven't shipped myself yet.
Yeah. He had to steal the thunder, didn't he? He had to steal your thunder.
Yeah, what a dick.
Well, on that note, and this is obviously the last podcast that we'll see Tony, because he will get murdered, if not tonight, at the weekend by Charlie. So R.I.P. Tony. It's been a pleasure knowing you.
I just got one more.
Quickly then.
It's quickly. Who won the quiz today?
Right, so thanks for joining us, you two. Again,
have a good night,
Andy. Have a good night. We'll see you next week after the Azerbaijan Baku Grand Prix. See you later.
See you later, guys.
So there you go. What do you think of that? Glad to see the boys back. Glad to see everybody in fine spirits. Big thank you for the listeners, the watchers, everybody that is involved in the podcast. It's a two-way street, people. Before you go, please do consider like, share, subscribe and comment. Drop reviews where you can drop reviews. Check out the website, thecookiecast.com. That way you can get in touch with these guys. Tell them how much you love their podcast. Social media and email button available. Right, that's it for this one. Till next time, I'm going to say bye, and I'll see you then.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to Cookie Cast.